Hey guys, mi naitwa J Blessing. Mi ni video director, mentor, at the same time producer and entrepreneur in music business.
I'm Honorable Dr. Babu Owino, Member of Parliament for Embakasi East Constituency in Nairobi, Kenya.
My name is Mathahuro Gitao from Boomplay, East Africa.
Hi, my name is Eric Musioka, music producer based in Nairobi, Kenya.
My name is Annalisa Muigai, the founder of Nero Company Limited. We focus and deal with drinking water and other consumable goods.
Nimejua Willy Paul kutoka kitambo sana. I think we've grown up. The better part of his upbringing in music, I think we've been together.
I met Willy Paul the time that we were looking for influencers for the water. We were brought for by an agency, who were talking about, who were giving names, and Willy Paul happened to be there. So that's how we started being friends when he came to the office.
As a member of Parliament and way back from the university, I've always worked with Willy Paul, Willie Pose. Way from the university when I was a student leader. He was already an artist. He's a person that we used to invite at the university when I was a student leader, and we used to work together with him, and he used to deliver what we actually really needed. And because of that, we created an outstanding relationship, a good relationship for that matter, for the best interest of the Kenyan citizens, and also as a personal friend.
I know Willy Paul through interacting with his music and interacting with him personally. The first time I interacted with Willy Paul was during the Safaricom Live a few years ago when he had just come into the market. So we got acquainted and we became friends after that point.
Well, he's a cocktail of so many things, a cocktail of talent, stubbornness, goodness when you look for it, a lot of creativity in him, and I guess you can call him a fashionista if you may, but the one thing that tops him is his talent and his brilliance when it comes to creating music. He's one, as I said before, he's one of the few performing acts that we have in Kenya who can dominate a stage once he goes on stage. He's also a recording artist, and he's done numerous projects for the Kenyan market.
Willy Paul is a go-getter, and he knows what he has, and whenever he feels like he wants to get something, he's a go-getter. That's how I know him, as a go-getter.
I can describe Willy Paul as an astute artist, as a role model to many in this country, a person who means no harm, thinks no harm, does no harm, but wants the best for the youth of this nation, wants the best for Kenyan citizens, an entertainer, top-notch entertainer, and I believe that Willie Pose is a great man and is headed for greatness.
A go-getter. I can describe Willy Paul as a go-getter, ambitious, and somebody who knows what they want to bring out to the music industry.
Willy Paul is one of the most versatile and talented musicians we have in the region. His ability to write very catchy melodies and good songs is impeccable. I've watched his growth from when he was starting, and he's a very hard-working musician, and you can clearly see that growth in his career and his brand as an artist, which is very admirable, and what it takes to make it this far. And you can clearly see the impact he has had through his music and through his other activities in the large society.
I don't just like one thing about Willy Paul. I like several things about Willy Paul. He's an ambitious person, a person who is visionary, not missionary. He has a vision to transform the music industry, a vision to change the lives of Kenyan citizens in terms of talent. So generally, I like the ambition of Willy Pose. I like the visionary nature of Willy Pose.
There's so many things. Number one is his talent. He's talented, and his personality. He talks about everything that is in his mind. He's a good person to to be around because he does not know how to keep quiet. So if he's planning ill against you, you will know very, very easily because he speaks his mind out.
His talent, he's a very talented human being. If he just keeps quiet and puts his head down, he's extremely, extremely talented.
The best thing I like about Willy Paul is his consistency with music.
The best thing I like about Willy Paul is definitely his songwriting. For me, he's one of the best songwriters we have in the region. The way he's able to articulate simple, everyday words and everyday ideas and bring them into life. I mean, it's awesome. Like I sometimes I just listen to his music to listen to his lyrics, and I'm completely impressed by how he pens his songs, the way he arranges, the way he puts his melodies. For me, he's the proper singer. Like, he understands melodies, he knows chords, he knows music progression, and he knows how to interpret society topics into something that people will find catchy and appreciative.
One thing I know is that he doesn't take alcohol. What else? He doesn't do drugs and does not smoke, because it's very rare to see artists who are on top of the game being sober. So he's one of them.
Actually, Willy Paul is an open book. There is nothing hidden in him. As I said earlier, there's a person who means no harm, does no harm, and thinks no harm. So whatever I know is whatever is outside there, and there's nothing hidden beyond that. He's an open book. That's what I can say.
He's very committed to his time, and he's always available when you want to meet him.
Willy Paul has something in him that hasn't blown yet. I know it will with time, but he has something that people have not yet experienced in him. So I think that's the only thing that I know, and himself maybe doesn't know about that, but I know that he will blow up.
He's charismatic, I think, and he listens when he wants to. He actually listens. If you're one of the people that he truly values, and if you're one of the people that he knows you're in his corner, he actually listens to sound advice.
To be honest, for me, he has never showed that side of being rude. I've never experienced that side of him being rude. He feels very respectful around me, actually, yeah.
I don't think Willy Paul is rude. I think Willy Paul is firm. There's a difference between arrogance and firmness. So I don't think he's arrogant, he's firm, and he's principled. I think he believes in what he wants. He stands for a cause. So I think he's more principled rather than rude.
No, Willy Paul is not rude. It's just that it is his personality, and once you get to understand him, I feel like it's where he's come from. He's very defensive, and also what he didn't have, at least he has right now. And sometimes character, people intend to receive character in different ways. So I don't think if he's rude, he's just real to himself.
Do I think Willy Paul is rude? For me personally, when you're a big brand, when you have something to protect, sometimes people confuse confidence to rudeness, you know. I've never seen an incident where Willy Paul has been rude. He's just confident about his brand, and you have to be cognizant of the fact that when you're a celebrity, all sorts of bullshit will come your way, and you can't be the kind of person to always entertain every Tom, Dick and Harry that comes your way. So you have to be confident in your move, and sometimes people may interpret your confidence and your seriousness to a statement to rudeness. And for me personally, I believe the more you say no, the better you get in life.
I do agree with that because he's a unique artist. He's an artist who is outstanding. Actually, you see even the music that he's produced, the collabos that he's done. He's one of the serious artists in this country in terms of even production, in terms of the music, the content that he's putting out there. So I believe it's not about thinking, but I believe that he's one of the best.
For me, I can say he has most of the songs that I like. He has a lot of songs that I like. Maybe other artists, I would be like, they have 1-2 songs that I like, but Willy, I can select a lot of songs that I like from him.
That's a very controversial question. He's good. Willie Paul is exceptionally good, and yes, he's very, very good.
He's one of the best. I can truly say that he's one of the best. We have a lot of talent in Kenya, and in the top of the top, he's also there.
Personally, when it comes to art, I tend to be very subjective. I would say Willie Paul is one of the best Kenyan artists we have, because everybody is bringing something to the table, to the larger community of musicians. Definitely, he's in my top 5 Kenyan artists.
Nothing but the best. I don't expect anything less than what he's done before, because this album is taking time to come up with it, and I can say that he has taken time. So when I asked him, why have you taken time to we've come up with a whole album, and he said, I'm trying to make it and make it look and design it the way people, with the current music right now, because like now there was amapiano at a certain time. Now amapiano is like everyone is now mixing amapiano and something else. There was a time people liked bongo music, that sound of bongo music. So now you have to integrate all of them in one album.
From Willie Paul, you can expect anything, but as always, because he's never disappointed, I know he's not going to disappoint. I know he's going to give us something which is heartwarming, to entertain us, to give us the best. And I believe that Willie Paul, just like we used to joke that people like footballers like Ronaldinho, Messi, Ronaldo, these are footballers who coaches never used to tell them what to go and do on the pitch. They just knew what to go and do. So I believe that Willie Paul will give us the best. And this album, I'm looking forward to it. And actually, I really need to be there during the launch.
I expect more of love songs, and 2, I wouldn't expect him to write the songs. I want the songs to be written to him, because I think Willie Paul is a very good vocalist, and he's able to translate someone else's vision much better. So I don't expect him to write the songs. I want it to be written to him.
In his upcoming album, he has played for me a couple of songs, and I'm super impressed by the growth and the direction the album is taking. And as I had said earlier, Willie Paul is somebody who has studied the market, and he knows growth. It's a very mature sound, unlike something that we've heard from Willie Paul before. The collaborations, the songwriting, the texture, the sonic character of the album I'm thoroughly impressed by what I've heard.
Beyond gifted, because from the name to some of the songs that I've had, it's truly beyond gifted. And this is sort of like a rebirth from the old Willie Paul to the new Willie Paul that he's been portraying so far. So you just have to wait for Beyond Gifted, because it's truly a gift for us.
In the next 2 years, he will be performing big concerts in Africa.
2 years, as I've said earlier, I think Willie Paul is really, really, he has something that hasn't blown yet. I can't wait to see it maybe in the next 2 years or even 1 year to come. So Willie Paul has something that we've not yet get the full of Willie Paul. So in 2 years, maybe, if God allows us,
Where do I see Willie Paul? Growing and growing. He has what it takes to keep his brand alive. He understands the business very well, and he knows how to deliver content that is very relevant to the times. So for me, I just see his star getting brighter and brighter.
As I see, Willie Paul is a rising star, and because life is a continuous process, it's a journey. And I believe success is about being desperate and being consistent. Willie Paul has always been consistent. Willie Paul has always been industrious. He's always worked so hard. And I believe by putting the Almighty God first, he's going to go places. The sky is never the limit, and I know his ambition will take him places. So I believe in the next 2 years, he will be way better than he is now. Right now, he's both a national and international artist, and he will break the chains. In the next 2 years, I believe that he will be beyond what he is as at now.
Well, that's for God to say, not for me to say, but if he listens to sound advice, if Willie Paul just gets out of his head, if he surrounds himself with a professional team who will tell him the truth as it is, if he actually wants to make music business out of his career, then he will, the sky is the limit for him. He will be breaking ceilings all through, because as I said before, he's a performing and a recording artist. He's also a singer-songwriter, and he's very fluid with his flow. Sometimes he's rapping, sometimes he's singing, and of course even the collabos that he usually gets, even on this album, the collabos that he's done, it's a gift. So may you use this gift to the world as your rebirth and as your repositioning, and for you to take your position in the music industry.
In terms of filling the O2 Arena, definitely. It's just a matter of time, and with the right marketing, there's nothing that is impossible for him, because he has the sound, he has the image, he has the brand. There's nothing stopping him from filling the O2 Arena. That's what Willie Paul is made of: ambitions, dreams, and passion.
To be honest, filling the O2 is ambitious, no lies, but I believe that if he continues doing what he's doing and being consistent, he will be able to reach to that level.
Not as per now. I think we just need to support him more, and apart from releasing of music, we need more marketing, because filling of arenas does not determine how talented you are, but how popular you are. And being popular means, yes, we know Willie Paul here in Kenya, but how is it known? How is he known outside there? So I think it's more of marketing that will determine. But for now, I feel like not yet. The marketing, it's okay here in Kenya. He's good. So that let's just put more effort in pushing him outside there.
Nothing is impossible. In God's green earth, nothing is impossible.
Why not? Willie Paul is a talented artist, and he can do better than Burna Boy. He can do better than Davido because of the attitude that he has. Positive thinking produces positive results. Negative thinking produces negative results. So I believe that Willie Paul can be better than even Jay-Z, can be better. It is only here that limits. The moment you open up your mind, you can achieve anything. We've gotten the best from this country, we can always get the best. And I believe that because of the uniqueness of his music, I believe that the music has gone to the international arena, and I believe that he has what it takes to be better than Burna Boy, Davido, and any other artist.
Vybz Kartel, I think. In the US, who Rotimi. In Africa, I can talk about Afrobeats and Amapiano, maybe vocalistic for Amapiano, and something with Burna Boy for West Africa, that is.
Wow, that's a tough one. Who should Willie Paul collaborate with? There's a myriad of artists you can collaborate with, and for me, I always look at collabos as what's the purpose of the collabo? Is it to draw you into a different market? Is it to fulfill a personal ambition that you've had? But for me, the person I would definitely pair Willie Paul with, for me, I'm thinking of somebody like Wizkid. I would love to see how they have a very similar sonic structure and voice tone, and it's interesting. It's a collab I would really love to see. Wizkid and Willy Paul for me.
I think he has the right attitude, and he should proceed with the same spirit, because that gives him the international recognition and acceptance. And I saw when he did one with Elaine, I was really impressed. Those are people that even myself haven't met. I believe that any other artist in the international arena that he wants to reach, he can reach, because he has the content. What is important is about the content. So I believe that he can do collab with any other Jamaican artist, an artist from the United States, an artist from Nigeria, because Nigeria is also really coming up. Can do one with Burna Boy, Davido that we've mentioned. And even without going far, we can also start by doing collabo here with artists from East Africa that he has done some with. He did a collabo with Rayvanny, can also do that, more of that, and also do collabo with our local artists to improve their talent, to encourage them, because the local artists, those who are upcoming, are also looking up to him. So he needs to do collabo with the local artist also to encourage them. That will be also of so much importance to us, and that is when he will know that he's also growing. When he does a collabo with the local artist and the local artists are rising, that is the time that he will know that actually he's hit the ceiling by improving those who are down, lifting them up, and also maintaining the international stage.
For me, I can say Elaine. I love their collaboration with Nandi so much. And just outside the question, I would love to see a collaboration with him and Chris Brown, Burna Boy, Davido, who else? And finally, Rihanna.
I think the songs that he's done with female artists have really worked well with him. Like the one with Elaine, and then Nandi. I feel because he's very melodious, so with a female artist that was very melodious again, yes, it will work. I think, I'm not sure, maybe Tyler or Simi has a very beautiful voice that can fit very well with Willy Paul. And yeah, that is Africa, maybe not international, but Africa, yeah.
You're extremely talented, and I've told you this since the time that I've known you, and it's been a long time, that you're talented if you just stop being stubborn. The music industry has no time for your stubbornness. Just focus on your talent and keep your head down. I would like to quote the Bible for you: be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger, and that will work for you very well. It has worked for so many, and you are not exceptional in this. I would wish you all the best. I know you've worked so hard in the past a couple of years, maybe 1 year or so. You've been really working hard on your music, working hard on actually listening to the people who give you sound advice. So keep up at that and just do music. Your calling is in music. You're actually brilliant at it, so keep at it. I wish you all the best, and you know I am one of your supporters, so please ensure that you do not let us down as your supporters. Go on and be great.
For me, Willy Paul, I wish you nothing but the best, and I'm very proud of seeing you where you've come from, because when you came into this industry, I was already in the industry. I had already done my time, and you're the kind of people we dreamt of being when we were starting music. And when people always say music doesn't work, I always give an example of you and other big artists that have managed to go through the rough and made it, you know, and that makes me proud in believing in this dream and this thing called music, and that entertainment pays. You just need to know what you're doing, and we guys who've been pioneers, setting up the milestones and the stepping stones for you guys to come and, you know, even take what we've created to much higher spaces. And I can only wish you all the best, and just be proud of you and always keep pushing that envelope. Keep pushing that envelope. Eventually, we'll find ourselves in a much, much better space. Thank you.
Willie, you know that I love you very, very much, and since day one, I've believed in what God has put in you, and I still believe in that. The only thing that I will advise you or say to you is keep on doing whatever that you're doing, but do it while you are quiet. Most of the time, not everyone wishes you well, or not everyone wants to know the process that you took in creating or making whatever that you're making. So the only thing that I will advise you is let's listen to your music, express yourself in your music rather than other side shows. So, but you're a best performer, you're a best vocalist, you have the star look in you, so there's no limit. So just keep on pushing, man, and we'll always pray for you, and whatever that is needed for us to support you, we will always support you. So much love, man. All the best in your album release. Can't wait to listen to it.
I would like to really, really congratulate Willie Paul for the great work that he's put in the music industry. He's giving life, the megalomania, the valor, the oomph, the strength to the music industry. He's a very intelligent person. He's a person who the sky should not be the limit for. And Willie Paul, remember always to carry those who are down, lift them up, ensure that the local artists continue being a role model to them, ensure that you as Willie Paul don't be stopped by anything. Be consistent, be desperate, be visionary. Have the vision to transform this nation in terms of the music industry, the entertainment industry. I know you can be the best among the rest, because why would you settle for less if you came from the bottom? Work hard until you no longer need to introduce yourself. Until if you get to any place, they will know you by your name. And you will never go down if you came from the bottom. I know you will make it. Tibim.
I want to wish Willie Paul all the best in his new album, and I don't doubt that it's going to be a hit, and I feel Willie Paul is one of the people who represent Kenya as a East African artist, and we should all support him and continue supporting everything that Kenyan artists are doing, and let's give them shows instead of bringing artists from outside. Let's work with our own.